Are you looking for the best affordable 2-in-1 everyday sling and camera bag under $40? This K&F bag claims to deliver premium features like a compact design, weatherproof recycled nylon, and adjustable straps that fit any style. But is it worth your money? Today we're going to unbox this, we're going to set it up, we're going to move all of my stuff out of this Peak Design, move it into the K&F concept bag. We're going to test it out in New York City during the Washington Square Park Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And then I'll come back, I'll give you my overall verdict and my experience with it. This is my Peak Design Everyday 6-liter camera bag. I've been using this for about 12 months. It's reliable, has kept my gear safe, I've trusted it, I've used it internationally, nationally, I've used it on jobs, I've just used it casually. It's a good bag. There's a few issues that I have with it. It's its look, its feel, it's how big it is. It is that this does not compress down. Its current size, weight, and dimensions, that is what it is, with gear or without it. It does not look great in my opinion, which is why I went on Amazon, saw a great deal, and thought about why not try out this K&F concept camera sling. Let's take a look. Yep. The camera strap is held in right here, so you can extend it. Just a normal buckle. It's a little spoiled by some bags having those kind of fidget locks, those magnets fidget locks. The strap is designed to go 18 to 52 inches, so that'll cover a couple different body types. And when I actually wear it, I am 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, or about 205 pounds. The holidays are killing me. That's a nice feel. This has almost like a rubberized texture to it. You know what this feels like? This feels like faux leather that you would get out of like a Burlington coat factory. Something that you would like be like, oh yeah, it looks kind of nice, but it's gonna wear down in time. K&F concept logo right here. When I empty out that Peak Design, you'll see it does not get even a fraction of this small, but that's to its benefit. The lack of structure is a feature, right? The fact that this could compress down so nicely, you could use it in so many different ways, in so many different formats. If you actually cinch over here, this right here, you can cinch down the bag. So if I open up here, and open up here, probably assume this is about 5 liters, 6 liters, just about the same size as the Peak Design. And then of course, it can compress right back down, become a pretty usable daily carry. So if you went traveling, you left your gear in the hotel or wherever it is, you could take this and probably use it as an everyday sling, which you can't necessarily do with all other cameras. So let's check out this front zipper here. So if we open that up, nice and smooth. So we have Velcro here that covers little pockets. We have a red tab here and a green tab here. So if I had 2 batteries, one's uncharged and one is charged, I could charge the one in here. I could put the uncharged one in here. And these are just standard NPF 100 batteries, the ones that go in the FX30. However, you're definitely not gonna fit more than one in there. It's like a little mesh zipper inside of it, so nothing too crazy, but you could leave your additional little accessories in there. You have a third pocket next to your battery pockets. Pretty decent size. This, I would say, actually you can put in 2 NPF 100 batteries. You have this little key loop, which is a nice little quality of life feature. Personally, I'm using the alpaca system that I'm going to do a review on. I probably would not use this, but maybe if you're going to permanently daily drive this, you could put your Apple AirTag on here and always have it on. There is a little zipper back here, which I like. Here's a little grab handle. I like that. It's a good feeling, not bad. The tripod strap that you could cinch down so you can close and compress the bag a bit more. But you could also add a tripod in here. We'll do that. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Let's go into this main compartment here. And inside of here is the actual dividers, but let's just take a look inside this bag. There's nothing going on in here. So again, talking about this potentially being a daily carry if you chose it to be, outside of using it for camera equipment, it's not bad. It's huge, it's pretty spacious. This is I don't know if I would call it a fleece lining, but it definitely has like a bit of a fleece textured feel. It has some pockets, it looks like, right here. Some Velcro holding that pocket in, so one pocket here. Open this one up, another pocket here. I will say something to note on this bag by itself. This I would not trust, just by itself. Without this insert, and I don't know what this insert is going to be like in practice, but without this insert, this bag, this is as good as maybe having a freaking JanSport. This is one of those standard origami style pieces, which is nice that everyone's adding these things. This one, I see how it goes. It's one solid piece. It's a Peak Design origami. One of these Peak Design panels is maybe the thickness of 2 of these panels folded together. I have a lot of confidence in this Peak Design origami and just in its ability to protect things, and obviously the Peak Design is padded all the way through. This guy, it'll get you there. It'll protect your stuff enough. It's just not deeply impressive. So So let's see how easy it is to actually insert it. Now I'm gonna make sure the Velcro kind of attaches. I mentioned on the inside there are these pockets that you can put additional things in. Well, once I put that camera insert in, accessing those pockets are almost zero. So I guess if you're looking for a hidden pocket, not bad. But those pockets basically become unusable once this insert goes in. The protection available here, this is very thin. And I'll put my lens, depending on where I'm at and what I'm doing, I would maybe put my camera body here and my lens touching here. But if I'm doing a whole day shoot and I'm maybe really running around going about this, it's okay. It feels good enough, but not confidence inspiring yet. I would say the Peak Design is still pretty much bulkier, but then we just talked about from a standpoint of the materials and the protection that's available here and the materials and the protection that are available here. There's a trade-off there. Let's pack this thing out. What I have are my Peak Design. There's my hero clip. Put it over here. In the front pocket, sometimes I'll carry my Insta360. I'll probably pack it in. And I want easy access to it, so I might pack it in the front here. I have an extra tripod usually to go with the Insta360. I always carry the tripod inside, and I have extra batteries. You know where to put those. I usually have this PGY Tech with some SD cards, extra SD cards. I also have my little foul cam, which I use to keep my camera on its strap. Always carry an extra lens, potentially. I'll put that there. Let's pull out. Right now this is the ZV-E10. Tonight I'm going to take the FX30, which I'm shooting on right now, but this is my ZV-E10 with a Sony 18-105. Not bad. Okay. Here's my ZV-E10 in the Young now. Again, I usually put my tripod inside the bag, so let's see how that looks in here. It's definitely a tight fit. This is just a standard belt, which is fine, but it's not gonna have a lot of protection. If anything, I could feel, imagine this plastic kind of digging into my shoulder, but whatever with that. Let's take my foul cam, add it on. The zipper's closed both ways, so easy access open. Let's see if I were to add my mini tripod to the outside, how that would feel. I feel pretty good about putting this tripod out here. I definitely feel pretty good about that, and I can cinch that down. I will say, this camera, the body, and this is the ZV-E10. This is not a full frame. This is just an APS-C, and not just an APS-C, the smallest APS-C, or one of the smallest APS-Cs, with a pretty big lens, to be fair. If I put it in here so I can grab it like this, grab it by the actual grip, you can see right here, that is all camera, and there is no protection here. If you have a big full frame, I don't know how that plays for you. I'll take this now into the city, film the Christmas tree lighting, see how that is, and yeah, I'll come back with my final thoughts. Feels pretty comfortable, not bad. I like it. I like how tight it is on my body, especially when we have all these people around. The tree is lighting in like 20 minutes. Giddy up, king the horse, like 5 minutes to spare. Bag is holding up well. Tree's going on soon. A lot of folks here. It's really cute. I'm quick drawing stuff out of the bag with no problems, which is nice. I would have been worried if it was a lot more difficult than it actually has turned out to be. It's actually not that hard. And I've been keeping my camera like right here. So that's been okay. I don't feel great about keeping the camera inside the bag itself as I'm walking around trying to do things. All right, that's okay. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the tree light. It's not gonna fit in the bag at all. They let me in the back, which is cool.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have mixed feelings on this bag. It is being advertised and promoted as a 2-in-1 sling. In my opinion, on anything that's advertised as a 2-in-1 is that usually it is not good at 2 or 1, it is fine at either. This is probably a pretty good everyday carry sling that could carry a camera, not a great camera sling that is everyday. One thing that I mentioned in my video, I mentioned that potentially putting the FX30 in here. That's my FX30. The FX30 barely fits in here. Again, I always leave room for user error. Maybe I inserted this thing incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure this is at the bottom of the bag. This is my FX30. It does have this piece right here, which is an air tag holder, which could add a little bit of dimension to it, but not so much where literally I'm having a hard time closing the bag. Extremely quick note, I just looked on the Amazon listing. This is listed for 10 liters. My Peak Design is 6 liters, but I feel like I can fit more in that bag than this one. User error being open to it. Nothing bigger than an APS-C, and specifically my ZVE10, because the FX30 is an APS-C, is not going to fit in here. I did see advertisement for this being weather resistant. I would not feel very confident. I don't see the seams potentially holding out water. I don't believe I saw any advertisement of these being some yick zippers. I don't think that's the case, but I did enjoy using the bag. It didn't get in the way. That's one of the big things when I think it comes to any products or tech, but specifically a bag, is that it's not supposed to get in the way. It's supposed to augment your experience of actually using the equipment that you brought with you, and I do think it did that. It's just very, very limited. I bought this bag for $35. If you have $60, there are plenty of bags on sale that I think are going to be worth your while. But if you are a student, if you are gifting a student, if you're gifting somebody who is just starting out, maybe a hobbyist, somebody who does not have a lot to invest yet, this might be a good bag for you. And of course, I'm open to your thoughts on it. Are my expectations out of line? Am I incorrect? Give me your feedback in the comments down below. As of right now, I have 52 subscribers. I am on the way to 60. Big numbers. We're on our way. So hit that subscribe button. Help me out. Hit that 60.